Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my Agenda 52 planner. This is the planner I use for my scripture reading plan each week, and I make the plan monthly. So every once in a while I'll do 2 months at one time, but most of the time it's just each month I have another plan ready for you guys. I started out making the plans just for myself, and I decided I would start sharing them because I figured out a way I could share them online. So I thought, why not? I'll just share them with my friends. So this is what last week turned out like. I just love these girls. I need to have stickers like that all over the place because that's my hair. Except my hair's salt and pepper and curlier. But it's wild. It's definitely wild. I just love these girls. They make me smile every time I see them. So they came from Misty's shop with Bless Your Heart stickers, and I'm also going to be using one of her kits. I've been using it all week. I'm going to be using one of those for this week's decorating of this, and it's called Reading Time. I already have my scriptures written down, so I'm going to put that right there, and I'm just going to put the pages that I don't need over to one side, and then I'm going to keep the pages that I do need, because there's no point in me trying to flip through and keep up with everything. So the first thing I need is the numbers. We're doing the 5th through the 11th, and I started to use these numbers for one of my other planners, my weeks planner, and then I decided against it. I think it was my weeks. No, it wasn't. It was my Clever Fox. But I'm going to use them for this, and one of the reasons why I'm using them for this is because I had already taken that 5 off, and I was getting a little bit concerned that it was just going to fall off. And this way I don't have to search for any. They come with a kit, and they work. They work just fine for me to keep up with the dates. Now the wording, the script for the days of the week, I really like that a lot. I love pretty cursive writing, which mine is not, but as you can see during my weekly things, it's not that great, but that's okay. My penmanship is legible, at least I hope so. Alright, so I'm going to put those there and be done with that. And now I'm going to grab the washi here. No, I'm not. I need to do these first. Let's do these first because I always do the scriptures first. Psalm 78:22. I always do the scriptures right after the dates. And I call them out just in case you don't want to print out the plan each month, and you might just want to follow along. Tuesday is Psalm 79:9. Also, this for this month, and we did it in April, it's Salvation in Psalms. That's what we did. And I didn't finish telling you about Misty's shop. It's Bless Your Heart stickers.etsy.com, and if you use my code Kathy15, you get 15% off of her shop, and a freebie. And right now it's this freebie with one of those silly girls. It changes quarterly. And her information is down below along with her YouTube channel. If nothing else, you can just go watch her YouTube channel and support that. She's another Alabama girl. It's Happy Planning with Misty. But like I said, everything's down in the description box. So Wednesday is Psalm 85:4. Do I have that crooked, or is it just me? I think it's crooked. Sometimes it's just me. Psalm 85:7. Okay, now the camera's going to go off for the other house that I really wish we had sold already. Psalm 85:9. There's nothing there. It's just the roses need trimming. We got to go up there and do that. And so they're blowing around. Psalm 88:1 is Saturday. I hate having to take care of yard for 2 homes. Psalm 89:12 $26. I guess if it was like a summer home or somewhere that I was gonna go enjoy and stay, you know, or a place at the river or lake or something, I might not mind it so much. But we don't want that house anymore. We don't want to live there anymore. So I don't want the responsibility anymore. Alright, I want to try to use this washi. Now, here's the thing. This washi is not made for this planner. It is large. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work. I know that I'm going to have to trim off the top. I'm going to try to trim it off as evenly as possible as well. Okay. I'll put this back down here because I might use it down here somewhere. I am going to find out if that is something else at that door. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing at all. It's just the roses need trimming back. Okay. At least we know that, right? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this on this side. Now, I don't think this is going to match up. No, because the books are going to be larger on this side. So I'm going to have to try to figure that out. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm going to have to see if it's going to work. But I need to trim this off 2 ways this time, if I can pick it up. I didn't want you to stick to that. Good thing this is not a painted surface. I can tell you one thing about Misty stickers. They are super sticky. You don't have to worry about them sticking. They have plenty of stickiness. Or worry about them staying anyways. I just ripped that one, but that's okay. Alright. I'm going to stick this back down here. Just for now. And I think what I'm going to do, even though I don't normally put a sticker up top here, I'm going to put Miss Chicky up here and put her over as far as I can. Well, I didn't even cut that straight up top there. There we go. That's better. It was just a little tiny bit. Y'all probably couldn't even see it. I mean, just a sliver of sticker. Like just a tiny bit. Just enough that it was, I could see that it was sticking over. Alright, that's one page gone. And then I'm going to take down here with this, I'm going to use this rest of this washi, that part anyway. Let's see if I can get the cow. I saved the cow and the chicken for this. Now I did want to try to cover up all of that, but I'm not going to be able to. So we're just going to ignore it. And it'll be alright to have that little bit of green there. Now this little bit, I don't know, maybe I could, if I put this in, I don't know how that would look. Could maybe, let's see. Let's hope I'm not making a mistake. I'm going to pull this up just a tiny bit. Okay. I don't even know if I need to be whitening that out, but I'm doing it anyway. And I'm going to put this down here. I'm not going to try to go all the way over. Just part of the way. Then I'm going to put that back down. Alright. And this, I don't have any... I mean, I could have put it there maybe. But that would look weird. Just having a little bit of that there. But I think this looks okay. Got all these tools all over the place now. Because I've been using them doing these planner pages. And they're just everywhere. And that kind of drives me bonkers. Alright, I think that's really cute. And I just used part of a kit. I've used this same kit all week. And, which she does have a pretty good bit in her kit. In her kits. And I also don't do no white space. I do white space planning. And I have, you know, I don't need a lot of decoration. But I want some just to have that pretty and just to have something to look at. Now this planner, I would pick it up and do the script writing plan in it, even if it was nothing but the dates on it, even if it was just all black and white. I would still use this one, but my other ones I might ignore a little bit sometimes because I don't like boring planning. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I know it's not just me because there's a lot of other ladies that do the same thing. They want to have pretty stickers or they wouldn't buy the pretty stickers. I'm trying to put all this stuff back over here because I've got my stack of partially used sticker kits that I use their bits and pieces from. So, there's that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And I'll add you to my prayer list. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels. And be sweet.